Welcome to our show, Modi Briefing. I'm your host, Liang Jun. Today, we're diving into some pressing global issues as world leaders gather at the United Nations. With rising tensions and discussions on climate change, cybersecurity, and geopolitical conflicts, Secretary General Antonio Guterres is set to deliver warnings that resonate across nations. The spotlight will also be on President Biden's address as the world watches closely amid ongoing crises in Gaza, Lebanon, Ukraine, and Sudan. Next, we shift our focus to India, where opposition leader Arvind Kejriwal is attempting to navigate a political comeback after his recent bribery conviction. Despite his reputation as an anti-corruption advocate taking a hit, Kejriwal is rallying public support against what he claims are politically motivated charges, as his party gears up for upcoming elections. The stakes are high for reclaiming lost ground in Delhi's political arena. Lastly, we have exciting news about cultural heritage as the U.S. prepares to return nearly 300 antiquities to India. The significant handover, highlighted by a meeting between President Biden and Prime Minister Modi, marks a crucial step in combating illegal trade and restoring India's rich cultural artifacts. With these relics spanning centuries and trees, it's a moment of pride for India and a testament to the ongoing efforts to reclaim its historical treasures. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. The Toronto Star reports on the upcoming United Nations General Assembly, where global leaders are set to address a multitude of pressing issues, including emerging threats to security and climate change. As the assembly approaches, the atmosphere in Manhattan is charged with anticipation. Secretary General Antonio Guterres is expected to deliver a stark warning about the state of the world, highlighting the chaos that has escalated since last year. Discussions during the Summit of the Future have already revealed concerns over cyber warfare and climate disparities, with leaders like Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi advocating for global digital governance. The tensions between nations, particularly regarding Iran and Israel, loom large as the Assembly prepares to address the multifaceted crises facing the planet. Deutsche Welle delves into the political turmoil surrounding Arvind Kejriwal, a prominent opposition leader in India, who recently resigned after being implicated in a bribery scandal. Kejriwal's fall from grace has raised questions about his anti-corruption image, especially as he faces serious charges just ahead of the 2024 general elections. Despite his claims of innocence and accusations of political conspiracy against Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, Kejriwal's reputation has taken a hit. His resignation is viewed as a strategic move to reclaim his anti-corruption stance while his party, the Aam Aadmi Party, navigates the political landscape. As he prepares to fight the charges, Kejriwal's future in politics hangs in the balance, with the upcoming elections serving as a critical test of public support for his leadership. The diplomat explores India's evolving technology engagement strategy, particularly in the context of the Quad Leaders Summit held in September 2024. While other Quad nations have articulated clear priorities in technology, India's approach remains less defined, rooted in its desire for self-reliance amid a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape. The summit emphasized initiatives in healthcare and sustainable infrastructure, but India's strategy appears to be shaped by its demographic dividend and economic aspirations, as it seeks to bolster its manufacturing capabilities and enhance digital infrastructure. India is also expanding partnerships through unilateral forums and bilateral agreements. This balancing act between fulfilling strategic goals in international arenas highlights India's pragmatic approach to leveraging opportunities while navigating complex global dynamics, especially in relation to China's influence. CNN reports that the United States is set to return 100 natives and antiquities to India, many of which were stolen or smuggled and date back centuries. This significant handover was highlighted during a recent meeting between President Joe Biden and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, where they posed for a photo in front of the artifacts. The repatriation follows a July agreement aimed at protecting cultural property and preventing illegal trades. The antiquities, predominantly terracotta artifacts from eastern India, are expected to be sent back shortly, as noted by the Indian government. Modi emphasized the importance of these relics, stating they are integral to India's historical and cultural identity. Among the items being returned are intricate sculptures and vases, including a sandstone sculpture of Apsara, a celestial performer in Hindu and Buddhist traditions, dating from the 10th to 11th century CE. India's struggle to safeguard its cultural treasures from looters has seen progress, with the U.S. returning 307 stolen items in 2022 alone, largely linked to art dealer Sathasha Cooper, who is serving a prison sentence for smuggling. Since 2016, the U.S. has returned a total of 570 cultural artifacts, marking a growing commitment to cultural exchange between the two nations. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6DO team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6DO Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6DO team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6DO Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website. 6DO regardless of your location. You can conveniently receive 6DO Brief via email,